What is up and welcome to another edition of Worth a Watch with me, Anthony Flores. Welcome to my overall thoughts and review on the Season 1 of Marvel's Daredevil, a Netflix show that was created by Drew Goddard, a frequent collaborator with Joss Whedon. We all know just directed Avengers Age of Ultron, which we're all obviously currently anticipating as of filming this. And I just, what Marvel can do, just throwing us a little tidbit of random stuff here or there, why not give us an amazing show like this? I mean, wow. I was just like, man, once in a while I don't mind a good Marvel fix. You know, I have my movies on Blu-ray that I enjoy rewatching, and just what can hold me over besides rewatching Avengers before Avengers Age of Ultron? Well, how about a 13-hour cinematic TV show? I mean, why not? This show is just so much more than I ever expected it to be. I remember a while back when they said the show was even greenlit and starting to get into production. I just thought, a Daredevil show, a reboot of the shitty movie would be great. That's not a terrible idea. That's how it works, Hollywood. If you make something shitty, make a reboot when that movie is shitty. Don't remake movies that are epic and great on their own right and remake the same fucking shit. Remake a fucking movie or a TV show or what have you when it sucked the first time around and make it better. This is the greatest thing to have happened to the character, for at least in this case for a Marvel character in general. It's fucking great. Everyone's of course already talked about this show, and just my only 2 cents on the show is, without becoming more redundant than just saying, oh my god, it's fucking awesome. If you have a Netflix account and if you've yet to see the show, what the fuck are you doing? Go see it now. But enjoy it slowly, because it's a story that is told through these 13 episodes, and it is very, as I said, very cinematic and very connected. Everything happens. It's just such a nice connection throughout the episodes with the characters and the action that goes down, the reasons, oh man, just there's so much to talk about, and I don't want to prolong this video more than it has to be. But the main bit of actors that I want to talk about, Charlie Cox, never heard of the guy, didn't even know he was British as well. So yeah, good for him. He has a damn good American accent, and he portrays the look and the feel of the character of Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil, so well. I mean, you just feel the presence that he puts for the character. You see what he can do, especially just pretending to be a blind person. I mean, I'm sure that's no easy task to act that way, but he does it. And then the fighting and physicality to the Daredevil side of things, he does it also very, very well. He's very intimidating, very gritty, and just dark. Very much like a Batman type character. Just, it brings it very dark and low in his voice. So that's another thing. It's not too corny, kind of like the way the Dark Knight kind of got, but it's also just, it's threatening. It's, the character's done very well. His best friend and partner in their law firm that they start up in the beginning of the show, Foggy Nelson, played by Elden Henson. I have no idea who the guy is, other than he was apparently in Mighty Ducks. That's the only thing I found in research. And then their first case, or one of their first cases / secretary, her name is Karen Page, and she is played by Deborah Ann Woll from True Blood. So she is just an interesting character. A lot of stuff happens with her as well, and I won't spoil anything for you watching right now. It's definitely just best left to check out the show. And then of course we have Rosario Dawson, arguably one of the more famous people in the show. This is where my only... What the heck did I just say? This is where I only had my minor complaint and nitpicky gripe, if you will. Her character was nowhere near developed enough like everybody else in the show. Whether they were supporting characters that I've not mentioned, because I don't want to spoil nothing for you, but I thought she was great. Rosario Dawson, she's beautiful. She can act very well, and I believed her character. I saw that she portrayed a great character in being basically a nurse who becomes the nurse specifically for Daredevil when he gets beat the shit out of him. When he gets the shit beat out of him, and she is there to stitch him up, fix him up. And there's a nice metaphor and stuff going on with that. And possible love interest thing going on as well, but not really. It's one of those things where I wish there was more time with the character, but for whatever reason, maybe Rosario Dawson couldn't be on the set very often, or maybe that just was meant to be the amount of time they wanted for the character. She was only in a handful of episodes, so yeah, that was my only nitpicky thing. But aside from that, Rosario Dawson was still great, a great addition to the show. And the main final person I wanted to talk about was Vincent Onofrio as the Kingpin, aka Wilson Fisk. Yeah, that guy is intimidating as fuck. He's not only he can not only just be the brutal, nasty villain that is the Kingpin, but he also gives the character depth by layering upon layering the slow breakdown of a man just knowing his choices that are terrible, and to eventually just accepting the fact that he is a criminal, a very brutal murderer, and just all around bad person. And I guess talking of morals, that's another great thing that the show talks about, is, you know, especially through Catholicism and everything. And I definitely understand that, and I enjoyed the dialogue that happened with this character, especially through Matt Murdock, just explaining what his sins are and just what he has to do to stop bad things from happening to Hell's Kitchen. And it's brutal, it's sad, it's just triumphant at the same time. All those things. It's just the blurring of the morals, the commentary of the law that is expressed. And yeah, it's just such a dialogue-heavy show as well as an action-packed show. I applaud Drew Goddard for putting together a team of people in front of the camera and behind the camera, because this was a damn good show overall. I don't know what else to say other than it's just great TV. The production, the dialogue, the writing, the acting, all around. Aside from my nitpicky thing about Rosario Dawson and a few other random things that aren't even worth mentioning, I say definitely check it out. You have a Netflix account, see this show. Even if you're not a fan of Daredevil, I'm not even a fan of Daredevil, and I enjoyed the shit out of this show. So I definitely say check it out if you are able to. And yeah, I very much am looking forward to season 2. So I hope you enjoyed my thoughts and 2 cents on Daredevil. I know I probably am more redundant than anything, but I just wanted to say this is a fucking good show. That's pretty much it. So feel free to comment below. And what are your thoughts on Daredevil if you've seen it, or any other thoughts at all when it comes to the Marvel properties and other future Netflix shows? I think there's other Netflix shows coming out. So yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that other good stuff in between as well. So until next time, I'm Anthony Flores with Worth a Watch, and we'll see you in the next video.